this one. So I can get that energy, get this synergy. Okay, so family, just because I wanted y'all to know a little bit more about me, or just so that you guys can ask whatever questions you may feel like you want to ask. I had you guys send me in some questions. So this is just gonna be a Q&A about Mercy. So I have some of your questions here. This won't be that long, but this is just to answer some of the questions. Those who have submitted questions, I'm gonna answer them. Okay. And if it's not going too long, I might take probably like 3 or 4 here before I start back doing some videos. All right, family. So the first question that I have here is, do I have any kids? The answer is no. I don't have any children. With my ex fiance over a few years ago, he did have a daughter, and I'm very much active in her life. And actually, I'll be going to Johannesburg very soon to go see my baby girl. But no, I haven't had any children. Just to add on to that, I have. I know this might be TMI, but I feel like shit. I might as well just let you know. I have had a topic pregnancy, so I did get pregnant, but got trapped, and I lost that baby. And yes, a chemical pregnancy. So just for all the women out there, for the men, you just gonna have to know. You just gonna have to know, okay? Okay. So, but no, I have not birthed any children of my own. Um, the next question is, I'm shooting my friend shot, being I feel we are friends already, so would you like to be my friend? First thing, baby, we already family, you feel me? Yeah, I'm your friend. I'm like Chucky, baby. I'm your friend to the end. Heidi, Heidi, ho! No, but yeah, family, man, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if we're far or if we're near. Like, I feel like one thing about family and friendships or whatever, it's the type of energy that we exchange. As long as it's reciprocal and it's always elevating. Yeah, that's where we are. Um, to answer your question, would I do a spiritual? Will I do spiritual retreats? Oh for me, I have done. I did ayahuasca. I did the Cambodian thing. I don't know, it's way back, but I did film it. But for myself, yes, I am actually trying to get with my friend Marquita, because she be always telling me about doing retreats and stuff. But yes, that is coming up in the near future. I really need to get more organized on that. But yes, I am thinking about and starting to create to do spiritual retreats. Okay. The next question that I have is, due to being more tapped in than others, have I experienced being or feeling alienated, isolated at times? If so, how did I get through it? And what is it? Oh, something about better for myself. So, due to being more tapped in, have I ever experienced being isolated? Yeah. The truth is, like, I feel like the isolation really started from when I was younger, because I was gifted then. And it was kind of like, it's like the being a black sheep of the home, like you being able to see through things that people don't want you to see through, or acknowledging or knowing things. Also, when I started to really operate in my spiritual energy, like even speaking with friends, like like I say, it started when I was younger, where my dreams were very vivid. And I remember, like, my mom used to tell me, like, if I don't want to have them, then I could pray them away. And it was because I feel like at that time she didn't know how to handle it as well. And as I was growing up, like high school and stuff, and even when I was in college, like I used to share what I saw with my peers, and they were starting to get, I could feel their fear. You know how they say animals can tell that you're afraid of them? I was feeling the fear from my friends, because things that I would tell them would start coming to pass so quickly. It's like, and then I feel like they would fear that I could read their minds, which I could, but back then it was like, you just ignored it when it came to people that you mess with on a daily, and family and stuff. Like when you call them out, it's like they distance themselves from you. So yeah, and so yeah, I've been isolated. How did I get through it? It's kind of like a thing when you raise kind of to yourself. My mom, she was single mom. She had like me, my older two siblings or whatever. She used to work all the time. My siblings, we were like 6 and 7 years apart. So I've never really, I've always been alone. I was just one of those kids. I felt like I had siblings, but I was kind of like the only child. And how I got through it was I had to really start finding the things that I liked about myself. I know it sounds crazy, but it was like when you are isolated because of gifts, when you're isolated because people don't understand them or they fear them, it's kind of like you kind of adapt to the silence. You kind of adapt to being one deep, and once I started finding the beauty in my gifts, finding the beauty in my personality, when I started realizing that I made myself laugh, it was like shit. I really don't need nobody because shit, I'm funny. Look. If I can make me laugh, what I need somebody else for? Not saying that you didn't yearn for another connection, but if it came, it came. If it didn't, it didn't. It was kind of like at the end of the day, I got me. And also listening to music from my boy Zero. Finally, I found me. So when I started listening, finding music that kind of relayed to what I was going through, that kind of made me feel like, okay, I'm not alone. Even though I don't see this person all the time, but I'm not alone. So yeah, that's kind of like how I dealt with it. Yes, I did feel isolated. And just staying positive, finding the qualities in you, and understanding that you are enough, even if ain't nobody around. The next question I have is when did you have your spiritual awakening, and what was that process like for you having to reprogram your mind? Um, my spiritual awakening, I feel like I was awakened before I knew I was awakened. I know that sounds crazy, but because, like I said, when I was young, I was having visions. I could see things. I could feel people and all that. But I'm gonna say when the awakening happened, when I was aware of it, it was probably, aware of like the world and everything around it. That type of awakening. It was oh shit, it was probably like 7 years ago, about seven years ago, about when I was about 29, yeah, 29, 30. That's when like everything started, like the matrix started melting for me. And I ain't gonna lie, it's like one of those things where it's like knowing that you have gifts, but then also now uncovering what this world really is. It was a scary time for me. I remember because it's like when you realize things, you want to tell everybody, but you seem crazy. And it was like I remember that was the last year I was on Facebook because it's like I could see so many things, and then my gifts start tapping into my awakening. And it was like, because understand, you could have gifts but not be awake. You can still be asleep but having gifts. Understand that is very much possible. But as soon as I got awakened, it's like then my gifts start tapping into this awakening energy. And it was scary for me at times because I couldn't believe that everything that I was ever told was a lie. It's like from religion to family to everything. It's like my world started melting, and I'm always the type where I want to always put somebody up on game. So I was like trying to I just want everybody to know, but it's like people were like, bitch, you crazy. And I'm just like, you don't see this? And then you gotta understand my spiritual energy, my intuition tapping into what I'm realizing this world is. It's just like, and I remember I had to, I disconnected. I disconnected. That was right around the time I had the dark night of the soul, where it's like, just dropping off people. Like really letting go of friends, family, because at the end of the day, I realized that it was really just me. And as I've always went through my life feeling like it was just me, you know. Um, I feel like I got to a point where this is when I really started realizing my ancestors, my spirit guide, my angels, my teams. I started learning how to connect and communicate with them, and when I did, uh, it was like it felt like a reunion, a reunion. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. No, but it just felt like I was never alone, even though I was physically and mentally alone. And as I started tapping into my ancestral energies and my spirit guides, they would comfort me in that time of awakening. They would teach me about my spiritual gifts that everyone was afraid of. Even like some of my family didn't know how to communicate with me what was going on, and I feel like that's what kind of helped me out, like going through it. It was a crazy time for me, more so because I was hustling, doing everything on myself, and I was still like I was the safety net of the family, but nobody could catch me, you know. And then when I hit rock bottom, which was the dark night of the soul, it was like I remember I was in my old my one of my old apartment or whatever, and it was like I couldn't pay my bills, I couldn't do nothing, and I was passed, and I was never late, right? And I was just like I was in the middle of the floor just crying. It's like what to do now, and at that moment, it's like everything just went silent, and the spirit was like, "Baby, you at the bottom, ain't nothing to do. Go to the top." And it was just like, I mean, because I'm like, what the fuck? I can't call nobody. I'm they safety net. Who gonna catch me? You feel me? And at that time, Spirit just said, release everything. Release it. Fuck this. It was like that fucking energy kicked in. It's like, if you fuck this, fuck that, fuck everything. Are focus on you. I promise you, after I got into this calm type of energy, it's like out of the blue, 1,500 dropped in the account, 2,000 dropped in the account. It was like it was like as soon as I learned the lesson and I learned to fall back, Spirit says, "I got you," and that's ever since then. Me and my spirit team been like this. So that's kind of like how my awakening been. It was not the dark night of the sun is not an easy task because I mean, you feel really alone. Even when you already been alone, it's like that energy of ain't nobody coming to save you. You are your savior. You hear me? Understand that. You have to awaken to the God in you that's gonna come save you from this illusion. And once that was gone, I just been in total peace ever since. All right, it says, how did you go about stepping away from regular 9 to 5 and being able to do what you do now? Well, I was working in the oil and gas industry 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. I was in the plants and stuff. How I had to walk away from that because um, it was taking up too much time. I was making good money, but it was like I wasn't ever spending it on me. I was spending it on family, people. I'm always working. And the thing is, God just told me, baby, whenever you're ready, you can stop it. And it's like I was getting to the point to where it was like I was dreading coming to work, even though towards the last 3 years of me working in the plants, my job was easy. I was getting paid, which at the time I thought was a good amount of money, about $35 an hour, just sitting on my ass. But it was like even that wasn't enough because I was there, but I was not creating. I wasn't able to live. And it was like I just kept telling myself, okay, I'm tired of this, But it's like sometimes it's hard for us to move away from something that we've been immersed in so long, because then we got the idea, what I'm gonna do after this, and it's like Spirit just said, okay, you ready? And then that's when unexpectedly Spirit will cut it off. Because sometimes Spirit say, I have to take you out of a place that you're afraid to leave from so you will know that you can actually walk. So I think I got laid off about 2, 3, 3. three, 4 years ago. I don't even know, girl. It's been so long ago. And then and it's like because I'm really a good money management, and I don't be all in this floss and diamond and shit. Anything I put on, I bring wealth to. So when I finally got off, I was like, okay, Spirit, what I'm gonna do now? I already had my other little, my other little things. So when it was people dealing in the plant, one thing I know about taxes, one thing, especially when you making over like 100 some thousand, I know you need to start, So I was doing my people's taxes. Then I was, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but anyway, like certain things that they'll need to get into the plant. So my business after the plant work was really catering to the people in the plant because I already knew how the lifestyle was, what they needed. And then after that, I stepped out. That was around the time that I stepped out on faith. After probably a year or two before that, I was awakened. So I started wanting to use my gifts. Now it was kind of hard for me to go into this spiritual stuff because understand I grew up in a Pentecostal Church of God in Christ, and hey, look, if you do anything with the spirituals of the devil. I remember one time my mom was like, because I was telling her about meditating, right? And it's so crazy how like things have changed. She was like, yeah, that's when spirits come up in you. You don't know what spirits come. I said, Mom, well, when people get filled with the Holy Ghost, ain't there some type of spiritual it was just so it was crazy. But anyway, make a long story short, I had to step outside of my bubble, really having that energy of like I don't care what people think about me no more. This is my gift. Clearly I have it for a reason, and I'm awakening. So Spirit was kind of like showing me, hey, everybody don't see what you see, so why would you expect them to understand who you are? And then I remember I just started a channel one day. The first channel was just inspirational speaking. I think I got up to like 700 subscribers. Then I started Swift Intuitions that's when I was learning the cards. Like I say, like without the cards, I could see things. It's like a vivid picture throughout my face. Throughout my face, my mind's eye. So when I had went into tarot, of course, I had nobody really teach me. I looked up the definitions for each card, and then the pictures. It's just it's like I see a movie. And then remember my first deck of cards, right? It was who was it? I forgot who it was, but my first deck of cards, and I'm asking questions like this before, like I really knew all what the meanings were and anything. I'm just intuition and. Them motherfuckers started moving like the images and whatever. I got so scared, bitch. I burnt the deck. I said, "Oh, I gotta burn it," because I didn't know what the hell the spirit told me after I burnt the deck and threw it away. Right? Cause shit, it was. Look, sometimes you ain't ready. You ain't ready. I remember because like the images started moving and I could see like it was like it started popping out, and I ain't never seen no shit like that before, bro. I tell you, man, I took the flight, I burnt that bitch, put it in the can, threw that shit away. I'm like, man, I ain't fucking with this. I ain't fucking with it. And then like later on that day, Spirit came to me. Spirit says, "Baby, you just wasn't ready yet. You wasn't ready yet." And I'm like, all right, well shit. Then probably like a week later, right, I go in and I buy the same deck. I buy the same deck, and then it was like as I started to go about reading them, and I started doing my research on it and stuff, and things started flowing, and I was like, okay. Then when I started, I was doing readings for like my friends at the time and my sister. And how I knew that that something was real about it was the expressions on people's face when I was telling them what I seen, and it was like they were spooked, and I'm like, damn, I'm just now starting, like. So, and then I said, well, let me go ahead and start a YouTube channel, and Swift Intuition was the first channel I started, and that was actually the first channel that I started profiting on. And then as I started Scorpio channel, Scorpio got bigger than that. Then I started Virgo channel. Virgo was coming up pretty fast. So that's kind of how I moved out of the 9 to 5. And I ain't never really had a 9 to 5. I had like a 10 to 12 hour day. So I don't know nothing fun. Like, it was one time in band camp, but that's kind of how I gradually moved into it because I wasn't willing to work for nobody. And then after I started working for myself, I started seeing I could travel, I could do this. It was like, it's really a rat race, you know, working for people. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then the caps, and now the mentality that I had was, oh, $35 an hour, that's a lot of money. But now I see, like, from me doing this and that, like this is like I can make $1,500 off of just 45 minutes of work, like, or you know, or even coming here. It's just it just made your mindset expand. Like when you think dollar amounts is a lot, then that's what you're gonna have. But when you start to really your creativeness, oh yeah, not just that, but y'all know I do artwork, I paint, and it's like I was having people buying my paintings for $200 and something, and I'm just like, wait, you want this for this? You know, it was like, and then it was like knowing your worth. You feel me? A lot of times we don't understand that our very creativity brings about abundance. And from selling paint, from artists, selling my art, from you know, working with my old oil and gas energy buddies, and then just being able to be creative. Because the thing is, I was sufficing for my life doing that, and then I was able to venture out into this. This was before YouTube was even paying me for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I was being consistently just doing this, and it was just crazy, y'all. But yeah, but now it's like I could never see myself working for somebody. All right, and then I see. Okay, she said, with having everything work for everyone else. Okay, what it says, being able to do what you do without having to work. Okay, then she says, you encourage us often, and I was just wondering, do you get to get that same love from someone as well? Because I just want you to know we appreciate you and love you. I am in my underwear. All right, sorry, she got me a little emotional. All right, she said, Mm, because I just, you encourage us often, and I was just wondering, do you get to get that same love from someone as well? Because I just want you to know we appreciate you and love you greatly. You are that friend that a lot of us need, and I just really want you to make sure you get that same support too. Truth be told, truth is I never got support like I got since I started this channel. And I don't want to get all emotional, but that's crazy. You know, like I told you, like growing up, I was the baby from my mom, and my other siblings were like 6 and 7 years older than me. So it's like they were doing their own thing. You know, my mom, she worked all the time. It's like even through sports and stuff. Like I played basketball, volleyball, ran track. I really didn't have nobody there to support me during that. I was a loner. You know what I'm saying? My whole life. And I feel like growing up, like being in my adult state, when I feel like when things get kind of hard or stressing, because I've been to myself for so long, that's what I revert back to. You know what I'm saying? And so the truth is, no, I never really had support like I have with y'all. And I feel like that's the reason why I truly value your energy. I value your love. I value what you give to me. And I just pray even every time I just be like, Spirit, whatever they need from me, like let me be able to give them that. And it's like finally having someone that shows you love that you've always given. You give your love to your family. You give your love to your friends. You give your love to the people that you feel like supposed to love you, but they don't never give you that same energy. The most support I ever felt was from y'all, and that's so crazy. That's crazy. So I just want to say, I know you say that you appreciate what I do for y'all and all this and stuff, but y'all really don't know. Like, I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your love. Y'all make me better. Like, to be honest, y'all do. So, you know, I'm just grateful to finally feel what I've always thought I was giving. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. I mean, I'm emotional and shit. But y'all are very much appreciated. Thank you for giving me my flowers now. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right. All right, we got the next question. Um, are you the only Scorpio in your family? Do you have siblings? Out of my immediate family and the ones that I know, yes, I am the only Scorpio. I do have siblings. Before my mother, my dad had I had three siblings before my dad was married to my mom. I have two other siblings, two older siblings with my mom. After me, I have a younger sister that my dad had in his second marriage after my mom, and I have a younger brother and sister from the last marriage before my father passed away this year. So, yeah, I have three, four, five, six, seven, eight siblings. Damn, man. Hey, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, I got eight siblings. Damn. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he let his head was his home. But we need that pineapples. Oh, was he left was alone. Alright, alright, alright. Hey baby, are you married? No, I am not married. I'm married to the spiritual man. Alright, let me. So, y'all, that's the end of the question right here. I guess it's alright, y'all. I'm gonna see if there's a few questions here I can take, and then I am going to. I guess I'm about to go. How long have you been reading? Well, I've been reading spiritual cards for the last probably 2 years, 2.5 years. I've been reading people's souls forever. Like no, but like I started reading cards around 2.5 years ago, 2.5 to 3 years ago. Yeah, I'm new to this. Uh, Thank you. And so yeah, I haven't been doing it long, but I've always been gifted. How old were you when you realized this beautiful gift you had? Well, I was about 7. I was about 7 when I was able to remember my dreams and things would happen. Um, yeah, 7 was when I really started. I feel like it was before then, but 7 was when I really told my mom about my dreams and what I saw. And also, I remember when I was 10, I would tell my pastor I had a vivid dream about him reading a book. It was like, it was so real. I woke up panting. And when I talked to him, he was like, "Well, next time you see me in your dream, look and see what scripture I'm reading." I thought that was funny, but yeah. So 7 years old, and yeah, yeah, 7 when I first told my mom about it. Mm-mm-mm. Um, how did I start reading? Like I said, I started reading. It was like after the Dark Night of the Soul. Like I said, I had started my first YouTube channel. Um, just inspiration, and I just was drawn to tarot. Like, let me just say this: throughout growing up, I have resonated so much with like magical energies, like everything to do with magic. I've always been drawn to it. Tarot, I mean, this back in the day, some of y'all don't even know, but you remember, oh, Cleo, she knows the way. It was like I felt a calling to it. I knew that I was something. I just connected with that with spiritual realm. I was connected with any movies dealing with spirituality. I was never afraid of stuff like that, and it was like I always had visions of like being like this medicine woman or something like that. And like I said, I started about 2.5 years ago, and it was just off of me wanting to see how would my own spiritual sight that I always see scary people that I always see. And what I did was I googled what each meaning of the tarot meant, and then And then I remember my first deck, like I burned that bitch because shit started moving, bro. I wasn't used to that. I know the image is moving in my head, but gazing at it, like, but yeah. And then after that, when I bought my second deck, about a week later, after burning my first one, and these decks wasn't cheap. Like, I ain't never spent $30 on a deck before. But yeah, so after I got the second one, then I started. I know the meaning, and then I start looking at the images, and then they just start. The whole story start coming to me as if I could look at people and I could tell who had sex, who got beat. I could see everything, and it's like it was easier for me to. I mean, I don't want to say easier, but it came easy to me to see. The only thing that the one thing that I feel like tarot has done for me is allow me to trust myself. See, I feel like a lot of us, we have so many spiritual gifts, but we don't trust them. We don't trust what we see, what we do, and that's where that when the doubt comes in, that's when things don't go right. So what tarot really did was allow me to trust my intuition on what I saw and how I trusted, because I told you I had just started and I was doing readings for like my friends, when I did it on one of my siblings, and the expression from what I read, because yeah, it exposed some shit, and the facial expressions gave it all away. I said, okay, so I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and it's the real because I can see it on your face. I know energy, bitch. Your energy saying I'm right. Even though you tried to say, well, no, it wasn't like that. It was like this. I'm like, you lying. You ain't gotta lie. I can see it. Then the other day, nobody want to read you no more because I can read you, baby. No, but yeah. But that's pretty much how I started. I just tapped in. Thank you. It's the food for me. Okay. Uh, what's your moon sign? My sun is, of course, my sun is Scorpio. My rising is Virgo, and I think they said my moon was Aries. I think it's Aries. Yeah. Sun, moon, and rising. Hold on, wait, let me. Oh, it's on this phone. But yeah, I think it's Aries. Mm-mm. Don't quote me on that. Well, you can quote me because I said it, but I'm not sure. La, 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 la. Mm. Well, anyway, mm-mm. Yeah, you know what? I am usually happy because, like I said, I done been through so much stuff, and being happy feels so much better. And not just that, but it's like I truly have a reason to smile. I feel blessed. Every part of my body works. I'm healthy. I feel like I still, I just refuse. I choose to be happy. I really do. And that's the reason why I'm so protective of the energies that come around me, because I, I'm happy by myself. Y'all already know I've been through it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But I'm so content with smiling every day. And that's the reason why I'm very skeptical on the people that I allow in my life. If you're not already happy, I'm not gonna be your source of happiness. I'm too busy continually making myself happy. Now, if you happy, we can be happy together. And the thing is, I'm not trying to be nobody's peace. You should already be peaceful. I got my own peace. We could be peaceful together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love to smile. I love joy. I love bringing joy to people. That's my heart. And I don't know. That's just me. Like, I don't care what the situation is. We can always find a way out of it. We can always. It's always halfway full, never halfway empty. You know. And the thing is, if I can't be around people who never see the light in the situation, because very long ago, I mean, I used to be around people who never, everything was negative. They never, like, I'm a problem solver. I'm a whole fucking God out here. What you mean we can't change the situation? But the first thing to change it, we got to change our mindset. So I'm very much active in being proactive, and I'm very much happy with being happy. And I know people be like, "Where's the other shit you done went through? You still smiling?" Hell yeah! What you mean? I'm a soldier, baby. I was built for this. Anyway, y'all, I want to end this now because I got to do some more videos, and I know y'all probably tired of hearing me talk. But family, I just want to say I love you. I hope some of these questions kind of like let you know a little bit more about me, let you dive a little deeper. I probably will do another Q&A probably next week. So whatever questions that you may have wanted to know that I didn't answer, you can post a comment or whatever I post, and you can put your questions in there. And we have time. I'll catch some through the live. But family, I love you. And just to come back to one particular question, family, I just want y'all to know y'all don't know how much your support means to me. Like for real. I know y'all say that I inspire y'all and I do all of this, but y'all really don't know what y'all do to your girl. And just like y'all give me my flowers, I want to give you y'all's. And I pray that every day that everything that I do is to uplift you and let you know that you are powerful, you are wonderful, and no matter how much beating we done took, we rising. This is our time. You feel me? And that's it. I just want to say I love you. And when I say I love you, I mean it. It's not just something to say because it sounds good to get subscribers and any of that shit. All this shit, this materialistic shit don't mean nothing to me. It's your soul. I just want you to know I love you and thank you for the bottom of my heart for everybody that ever donate, support, speak life into me, speak protection over me when I'm traveling. Like none of that goes unseen, and I'm grateful. So thank you. Because the truth is, I never had support like this before, ever.